Oh, you want to see the mean side of me?
I want to see that mean side. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Tomorrow, Bessie.
And when the twinkly twins awoke Christmas morning, their eyes opened as wide as teacups. For what do you suppose was sitting beside their bed? Two beautiful dolls, the perfect image of the gold and silver fairies.
Why are children in books always loved and petted?
Because they're good.
That isn't so. My cousins get everything they want, and they're not good. They're bad. They're mean, and I hate them.
Think you hate us so much? You'll probably be very happy to know that I've arranged for you to go to the orphanage on Monday.
Yes, I am happy.
You might show some gratitude for what we've done for you, you wicked child.
Yes, I am wicked. I have no gratitude. I hate it here. I want to go to the orphanage. Now, go away. Go away. Get out. Goodbye.
Yeah, this was a great scene, Jane. Really, I really like the way you're telling of your stepmother, and you don't want to be associated with her anymore.
Of course not. Why should I? Why should I want to be associated with her when she's just being mean to me?
Yeah.
And I'm sort of the interloper rather than somebody who is a family, part of the family.
Then your character, I must say, Jane, went to the orphanage, or boarding school.
No, well, it's an orphanage. It's it's a boarding school, but it was an orphanage kind of boarding school. It was kind of where they sent naughty children kind of school.
Yeah.
And he was very cruel master. But she grew up okay. She got a nice guy in the end.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the only trouble. I was too young, so I didn't get the nice guy. All I did was get my hair cut.
Well, I must say, there is a scene with you and Mr. Brocklehurst,
Yes.
played by David Torrance.
Yes.
And David Torrance was one of those great actors
He was lovely.
in movies.
He's a lovely man.
Yeah, well, it shows. The scene you have with David Torrance is so great. You have so much interaction between the two of you. Was he a nice man?
He was a
to
very
work
nice
with?
man, very nice, very particularly nice to me because a lot of actors did not like kids. They didn't want to work with kids.
Nah, it's too difficult.
Yes,
But
because the kids
didn't have
steal the
patience.
show.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
You should. You
because they're little, they steal the show and they don't want to have
Well,
it
you
stolen.
certainly did in Jane Eyre.
Well, thank you.
Yes, it was great. Yeah, well, now we're talking about David Torrance. He also starred in the movie Bonnie Scotland with Laurel and Hardy as Mr. Mix, and I
Yes.
know a lot of Laurel and Hardy fans know him from that particular
Yes.
role. But it would be very nice just to let them see. And there's also another side of David Torrance in the person of Mr. Brocklehurst.
Well, he was a very fine actor. He came from the stage like so many actors did at that time because of silent movies turning into talkies. They didn't like the way the actors sounded, and so many people came from the stage because they thought if you come from the stage, you've got to have a good voice. But I don't see how that makes any difference at all. You can squeak on stage just as you can squeak in the movies.
Yeah. Let's watch
him,
how his Scottish accent
Isn't
comes
he lovely?
through.
Isn't he
It's great.
lovely?
In view of the bad traits described in her aunt's letter, we must teach her to control her wicked, rebellious nature. You understand, Miss Temple?
Yes, Mr. Brocklehurst.
I insist upon strict obedience. You'll be severely punished if you try any of your deceitful tricks here.
I'm not deceitful.
Silence. There, Miss Temple, is an uncontrollable tongue. You see her aunt was right. Do you know what happens to the wicked when they die?
Oh, yes, sir. They go to and burn.
Do you know how to avoid that?
Oh, yes, sir. Keep away from lightning and take very good care of your health.
Her aunt warned me of her vicious temper. Keep a firm hand. Take her to her class.
Now, this was a great scene, the interaction between you and David.
Yes.
Wonderful. I mean, and he had, both of you had enough patience for each other in this particular scene where he asks you if you know how to behave on that school.
Yes, well, I don't know. He was such a good actor. I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I don't remember exactly what my reaction to him there. But from the way the movie went, I don't think he was very pleased with me and my reaction. I do not think he was very pleased.
Well, he asks you about what will happen when you're a bad girl, and then you go to, and then you don't say the word hell, but you mean.
Yeah,
it was
I know.
Yeah, I think it's just so strong because you don't say that word. We all know what you mean in the that line.
That's something that they don't seem to realize in movie making today, is that you don't have to put everything on a plate. You can leave a little bit to the audience, but so many people say that, well, why do you have to tell them everything because an audience is a mentality of 12, you know, and this is not true.
No.
So much that is not said is much more important and moving and than saying everything out, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I think in the movie Jane Eyre, particularly in the scenes you had, it worked out very well. I think you are 7 or 8 minutes into the film, into the movie, and then we see the adult Jane Eyre, Virginia Bruce. The experience as a whole must have been great for you. Well, you were familiar with the showbiz from an early age,
yes.
But it must have been a great experience to be in a feature film and to work with those people.
Well, it was nice merely because now I was being an actress rather than being told what to do. Like in the gang, you were told what to do. That's why the silent gang was better. Was because we were told while the camera was running, we were told it was like a square dance, you know. So it was different. Now there I was actually being an actress, like I was on stage, and it was nice because you have much more freedom to be an actress on stage than you do when because you can on stage. You can do what you want. You don't have to actually say it exactly the same way every time. You don't have to do the same gesture every time if you feel slightly different. Excuse me. But I don't know, it was like being on stage. And then Christy Cabernet was very nice to me. And I guess I was a pretty good little actress.
Christy Cabernet was the director, and how did you get along with the director?
Fine, I got along with him fine.
You got along with him?
Yeah, well, you know, there's something coincidence kind of thing with Christy Cabernet, because when I went into Carousel, one of the singing girls was Mimi Cabernet, his niece.
His niece, okay.
Yes, so you see, Cabernet kept following me.
Yeah, I see it. But when you look at it now, what's the most, what's your fondest memory of the movie, of making the picture Jane Eyre?
Well, it was just that I was doing like I just said, I was doing a part. I was doing an acting part. I wasn't being really told what to do in as much as naturally a director will guide you.
Yes.
I always feel sorry for people who go to a dramatic school, because when you go to drama school, you come out and you think you know it all because you have been told how to do it by this one person. But when you start acting, you find that it's your director who is your drama teacher. And so what is so good is if you have any brains, you will learn from this director and you go on to another one and you will learn from that one and you will learn to be eventually yourself because you have had different opinions, different methods. And you don't, I was saying to someone a while back, Paul Newman. when he first came into pictures, if you watch him, he is in the scratch spit T-shirt period of the world, and he is so mannered, and he is not a good actor. He is mannered, and he became a good actor after he'd worked with a dozen directors, and then when he was 35, 40, he was a good actor. But that was not from the drama school. That was from working with the different directors.
Okay, I understand.
And that was what was so nice. Cabernet, I learned a lot from Christy Cabernet.
Well, I must say, people really watch Jane Eyre because it's a great movie, a great classic. Jean, I want to thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed it. Till next time.